I want to ask a question. You were with the SUG.
Yeah, still
Okay.
with them.
Okay, so can you tell us what role you played during the SUG days and how it shaped your life in preparing for future leadership?
Okay. During my SUG days, first off, I was able to face criticism with confidence because as a female leader, aspiring then, because it was during my election, when I first declared my interest, there were a lot of criticism. Does she really know what she wants to do? She wants to come up for XUG. Does she think she can actually handle it? And funny of it is that most of those criticism came from female alike. So even at that, I didn't allow those criticisms to weigh me down. I have to face them with confidence, knowing that I chose this. So I have to face it head on. Then secondly was working under pressure. When I won the election, there was a lot of pressure from students. I mean, being director of academic, students do face a whole lot of academic trauma. They wouldn't really share with their lecturers. So you being a student leader in that field, they feel opened to you. And most times when they tell you a whole lot of this, they would want you to act on it immediately. They would want you to come up with a solution. Not minding that you're a student too, you also have your own life. So being in the SUG made me develop working under pressure. And then again, diplomacy and collaboration. I work mostly with lecturers. So because of that, I know how to articulate myself. I know how to speak, how to filter my words, how to speak and when to speak when necessary. So all of this, I was able to achieve all of this through the help of XUG, being in the student union government, being a student leader. And then the lastly is, this is the most important one, leadership with purpose, not ego. Because it's not just about the title.
Leadership with
When,
purpose.
yes, not
Okay.
ego. So that's one of the most peculiar thing I picked up when serving during SUG time. Because I know that it's not always about the title. It's about the impact you were able to make. How many people can be able to remember you during your tenure and be like, oh, when this person was this, it was like this. I truly enjoyed her tenure.
That means leaving a
So
legacy.
yes,
Okay.
stuff like that. So it was about the impact and not just the ego.
Okay.
That's basically it.
Okay. That's wonderful. I know something about leadership. I know a little of women's leadership. So I know that women had made their own contributions to this world in discoveries in
Yeah.
sciences and the rest. So I also want to ask you, so can you tell me what ways you think women in leadership can contribute to national transformation, especially in the areas of integrity and transparency? Nigeria is a corrupt country per se.
Yeah.
So what difference can women make?
The thing is that integrity is not gender based. Both man and woman can be corrupt. But then women in leadership, when they lead with integrity, they can be used, they can be catalysts for national transformation,
Okay.
especially in the terms of responsibility with representation. So when a woman of integrity is in leadership, she tends to change the narrative that everyone is corrupt. She tends to change the norms. Oh, okay, it has been like this. No, I am not like this. And women are emotional beings.
Okay.
And in as much as leadership, you need to be logical. It's not always about your emotion. But in sometimes those emotions are important because if we all decide to be emotionless human being, the world wouldn't survive this world. So in the terms of integrity, when a woman of integrity is in leadership, there is this energy she gives. There is this kind of strength. She utilizes that emotion. She utilizes that the fact that she's an emotional being. She puts it into work. And then another one is accountability and community ties. When a woman of integrity is in leadership, because most of these women, they rise from grassroots system.
Okay.
Through social works and developmental services in the community. So because of their closeness to people, they tend to serve with integrity if they want to, because integrity is a decision.
Integrity is a decision.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
So that's
All
basically
right.
it.
So, what do you think the dare to lead mindset can be applied to Nigerian context? I mean, this is a country that predominantly our politicians are male, And recently in the Senate, we could see what happened. We had the Senate Council suspend a senator, a female senator, for one or two things that are not actually adding up to what they said.
Yeah.
So how do you think dare to lead mindsets can be applied in Nigerian context, where women often face unique challenges in leadership roles?
Okay. I love this one. Okay. First off, Nigeria, not just Nigeria, globally, women often face many stereotypes when it comes to leadership.
Yes,
so
correct.
First off, I would say women building the mindset to be seen and also heard. When I was growing up, my secondary school teacher told me that women are meant to be seen, not heard. But that's a misconception. Why would you, a woman, aspire only to be seen and not heard?
I think even that your secondary school teacher was being so fair. We had a president that told us that the wife belongs to the other room. So you had a teacher that told you that women are meant to be seen.
Not heard.
Okay. So let's tell us about how did you feel when the teacher spoke that, and the way you think you can correct that notion.
Okay. When the teacher said that to me, I was a girl. I was naive, so I wouldn't know. So when she said that women are meant to be seen, not heard, I built my mindset that I don't have to be loud about my ambitions. I don't have to be loud about what I really desire. I just have to reserve myself because I am meant to be seen. But growing up, facing the world, I actually understood that is a misconception. As a woman, you are meant to be heard and also seen. In fact, it's important to be heard first before seen. Let them wonder who is doing this before they can even see you. So I think women, first of all, should build that mindset. They should have that desire to be seen and also be heard. Put yourself there. Make impact. Involve in community development. Don't just sit and wait for things to happen, because it will not. You have to put your... One thing with men is that they feel like the life they want to live is outside, but they don't have the courage to open the door and go get that life. So first off, as a woman in leadership, especially in a country where we face a lot of stereotypes, have that desire, because that is where it will start. That should be your starting point. Have that desire that I want to make an impact. I want to make a change. I want to be seen and also heard. So, and another thing is that have values, not just vision. Vision is important. Every leader should have vision. But how were you able to actualize those visions? Would you just jump on anything? Would you just do anything just because you want to get this thing done? In as much as you might have good intentions, but your approach towards it, if it's not good, then it shouldn't count. So in your vision, also incorporate values, have empathy. And another one is one of the ways that women can also improve leadership in a country like Nigeria is also just doing it. Because nobody is coming to save you. A songline once said, you have to get up and make the move, because nobody will see you till you do.
Nobody is coming to save you.
Yes, nobody is coming to save you. So
you just have to be your own hero.
You just have to do it. You just have to know that you do not give yourself no option. You have to do this. The country is already like this. In fact, you are the system that is going to bring about that change. Because there is nothing like, okay, later, Nigeria will see that women can actually achieve this, and they would give us they would not give us that opportunity. We have to take that opportunity. And how are we going to do that? Stand up, go get it done. So I think this is one of the ways that women can be able to actualize that dare to lead in a country like Nigeria, and even globally.
So my next question is related to the previous one. So actually there are hundreds or thousands of people who are going to see this video. So I need to know, what advice would you give the young women who are aspiring to be in positions like this? What's if you are to give them a couple of advice, but there is this major one, what would it be?
I have a lot of them, but I will start with having faith. I'll use myself as an example. During my journey, when I was contesting for a position in the SUG, many people did not believe that I can do something like that. Even through the trials and everything, the only thing that kept me going was faith in myself, not in any connection, not in anybody. Faith in that, since I actually want this, I can get this. So first of all, I'm going to advise them to have faith, because moments of doubt will come. moments where you ask yourself, what am I even doing? Am I sure I'm going to do this? Those 2 a.m. thoughts, they will come. But it is those faith that you have in yourself that will push you through those obstacles. So first of all, I would tell them to have faith. And secondly is wear confidence like a muscle, because confidence is your best accessory. Confidence is how you show up to the world. Confidence is your best accessory. It's how the world see you. So in those moments of trials, because if we are being very realistic, moments of trials would come. In those moments, it is your confidence, how you were able to stand up for yourself, how you were able to stand up for what is right, that will truly count. And another thing is own your identity. Like I said earlier, leadership is within. You don't wait till you get a title or a position before you start displaying the attributes of a leader. It starts with the way you carry yourself. It starts with the way you speak up in the face of brutality. It starts with the way you do what is right. So own your identity. If you want to see yourself in that position, if you want to become a woman leader, a phenomenal woman leader, you need to own up your identity. And then another thing is have values. I would always emphasize on values because it is very important. There is already an established system of the way things are done. What are you bringing? What different change do you tend to bring? Or do you just want to go with the trend? Do you just want to follow the trend? So first off, you have values, you have faith in yourself, then you wear confidence like a muscle. And then another thing is that you just have to do it, because I will always say nobody is coming to save you as a girl. The world will never be a perfect place for you. You have to create that perfect world for yourself. So the advice I would give them is have faith, be so confident in yourself, then have values, and then just do it.
Wow. I just read something funny this morning.
Okay.
I saw a girl post that you don't expect her to bring something to the table. That she expects that when she gets to the table is already full. Okay, so, and that's just corrected it.
No, you have to bring, the table can never be enough. You must add yours. You must add your own value. Are you saying that you are the table? Okay, what are you now bringing? What are you at the table? What are you? So you need to make a change. You need to do something that people remember as, during this person's tenure, oh, this. You need to make a change, because if you decide to follow the trend, nothing would be done. It's just be like people coming and be going, life goes on. But if you really want to be a phenomenal woman leader, you need to make a change.
Okay, so you mentioned something about confidence and faith as a woman. So can you just maybe share a little experience, personal experience, when you demonstrated it in leadership?
Okay, that was during my election time.
Okay.
Because this SCG goes, I just woke up one morning, I was like, I want to come out for this position.
Wow.
And people are like, do you know what you are saying? This one is not department, it's not faculty, it's school level. I said, yes, I want to come out. So when I started going for alignment meeting, they would ask me, what change are you going to bring? What are we going to benefit from voting you? And most times I don't even know what to answer. But I have to say something. You always have to say something.
You always have to say something.
So I have to say something. And I just have to muster up anything and say. And most times those things I'm saying are not even making sense. But it is with the confidence I'm using to say it. So that's why I said that confidence is important. During my election, I exhibited a lot of confidence. Most times people will be like, this girl, what is even giving you the audacity? And most times some people will be like, okay, have you seen me? Have you seen me? Have you seen this person? I'll be like, no, I've not seen this person. Like, how are you going to do it? There are some persons that you cannot just walk up and see. But I was like, for me to get this, I need to see those persons. And I saw them. It's not like they are not human
That's what we call shuspa. Okay, shuspa is a Hebrew word. It means shameless audacity. Okay, you just have to walk into that office.
Yes.
You just have to open every door, despite what you have been told. How do you believe women in leadership can balance empathy and assertiveness, especially where tough decisions need to be made? I happen to have a couple of experiences where I had male soldiers and female soldiers punish someone. So normally the societal conception of what, even myself, maybe I'm in error on that level. So I come to believe that female soldiers, when they handle you, na die. Okay, so I need to know how do you think women in leadership can balance empathy and assertiveness and still be straightforward to the game and get awesome results?
Okay. For me, I believe that assertiveness and empathy should not be opposites. Yeah. They should work hand in hand. And when women know how to balance these two, they become incredible decision makers, incredible women leaders. So you can say no and still be kind while saying it.
Wow, wow.
Learn how to be firm
You don't
in
have to
your words.
attach anything to
Yes,
no.
leadership doesn't have to change your humanity.
Okay.
It doesn't have to change the way you see things. It's just that you have to know when to say no and stand on it. And another thing is that do not desire to be liked by everyone, because no matter what you do, people must criticize. Me, I used to tell myself that whenever I found out that everybody's already liking me, I know that I'm doing something wrong, because you must offend somebody to do what is
Yes,
right.
yes,
So just first of all, accept that you are not a people pleaser. You are here to do what is right, and then set your mind towards it. But while doing it, also do so with empathy. Know how to say no and then do it kindly. Know how to be firm with your words, and also don't lose your humanity in the process of leadership. Make decisions with wisdom, but then lead with your heart.
Oh, wow. Make decision with wisdom,
But then
then lead with your heart. All right.
Because I think that empathy make you understand someone's pain, but assertiveness make you come up with a solution.
Wow, wow.
You cannot be emotional to come up with a solution.
Yes.
You have to be logical to come up with a
Alright.
solution. But for you to understand someone's pain, you have to show some empathy.
All right. So that will make me reference somewhere I read in the scripture. Bible says, and David shepherded them with integrity of hand and scales. Okay, integrity of heart and skills of the hand. All right. So, what role do you think mentorship plays in developing next generation leaders, and how can they be established leaders? How can these established leaders give back to their communities?
Okay, mentorship is very important when it comes to leadership, especially women leadership. This term, women supporting women.
Okay.
So mentorship is very important. It's not just about saying, giving inspiration. It is also important, but also creating a space where these women can grow, where these women can thrive, where these women can be vulnerable without being ashamed of it. So mentorship is just like, we are told to learn from our mistakes. Okay. But mentorship is saying, learn from my mistake, learn from my experience. You cannot live long enough to learn from your own mistakes. So mentorship is just like, I've been there, I've seen you, and I'm here to help you. So mentorship is very, very important when it comes to women leadership. You're already there. Help your fellow sis. That is being, Gen Z with targets being girl's girl. Okay. You get? So, and then how these established leaders can help the young coming women in leadership is, first of all, being intentional about mentorship. It's not just about hosting a panel section once in a year something. It's about being intentional, constantly checking in on these women, knowing how they are thriving, and also creating opportunities for them. It's not just about the inspiration. Most times what somebody needs is just one yes. Be that yes. Recommend them, mention their name in the rooms of opportunities, fund their ideas, support their businesses. So these are the way that these established women can also give back to the society. And then another thing is also share the struggles with them, because it will not always be rosy. Yes. Share the struggles with them, share the pains with them. You are doing that not to scare them, but to show them that they don't have to be perfect to lead. You are showing them that if you can be able to achieve this, they can also do it despite their stories, despite the background. So share the struggles, share the pains, share the emotional moments with them, and then also recommend them. That recommendation is very important. Mention their name in the rooms of opportunity, profit their works, give them ideas, support their dreams, fund their businesses. So these are the ways these established women can give back to the society.
Okay. That was very awesome. I need to go a bit informal. Okay. So, but I will cycle around our subject matter. I happened to enter an argument recently.
Okay.
It was last night actually. So a lady dropped a quote. I mean, this lady is someone that has interest in changing the world.
Okay.
So as a matter of fact, you have to interact a lot with people, both males and people that are well positioned, and she has to make a lot of friends, a lot of network. So she dropped that quote and she said that nothing will change. I tried to say, no, this is not right. Okay. This is not right. You have to work on it. She said that nothing will change her mind about men. So now I want to ask a question. Do you think Nigeria is a safe place for ladies?
Okay. Nowhere in the world is safe for ladies.
Okay, so what
If
do
I'm
ladies
being
have to
very
do?
sincere with it. That is why I said that women have to put themselves there.
Okay,
Because nothing is going to bring that change except us. We have to be system that will bring that change. No way, till now, there is still gender discrimination ongoing. There are some jobs they wouldn't allow you to do just because you are a female. If I apply for a job and you tell me that I'm not going to take you because of you don't have these skills or this, I'm going to be okay. But if you are not giving me that job because of my gender, that is where the problem is. So I don't know about her own, but her saying that nothing will ever make her like men, that's a bit too far.
change her mind about men. Like this, that I already have an established heart for men. So
For her to make such comments, she must have her reasons or she must have seen something. But then we are not in war.
okay.
I'm not in support of the gender war. I still believe that both of us can stay together. But the thing is that women have to know that there is no place in this world that is safe for them.
Okay.
We have to create that safety for ourselves.
Okay, women have to create the safety for themselves.
Yes.
Do you think that or may I be direct to the question?
Okay.
Where are the sources of all the female vibes I used to see? I see a lot of them, like women supporting women, this and that. And are they proper responses to issues surrounding issues or challenges surrounding women? Are they proper responses? Because anything you give out from a challenge is a response. Okay, it depends on if the response is right or wrong. So I also happen to have heard about a group, WhatsApp group, where people that have issues with their marriage,
Okay.
they gather around women, even people that are yet to have issues. They just want to gain the wisdom. They migrate to the WhatsApp page.
Okay.
So they go there and they gather a lot of wrong philosophies. Okay, so what do you think that if I happen to be a lady,
Okay.
what can you tell me if I run into something that is quite unusual, quite unpleasant, and quite devastating? How can I manage it?
Is it if you run into something unusual via social media or
Well,
general?
let me say, first of all, a gender-based attack.
Okay.
Maybe a relationship challenge, or maybe something else that might impede on my ability to be productive in leadership or anything. How do you think I can handle it as a lady?
The thing is that, first of all, not every information is true.
Yeah.
In as much as, should I say, the world is a competition, now both genders are fighting themselves. But that doesn't mean that you should just shut all doors to men from women's side, and also likewise to men. Not every information you see on social media is true. Now we have a whole lot of feminists online. Every woman now is a feminist, which is a good thing. But what's the approach? Like I said before, it's not just about the vision, it's about the approach, how you were able to get to that. So first of all, I would say that know who you confide in.
Okay.
And then you, as a human, God gave you brains to make decisions. After hearing from the so-called people you confided in, you still have to sit down, because at the end of the day, any decision you make is still going to affect you.
Any decision
and
you
not
make
yet,
is
it's
still
you that
going
is still
to.
going to bear the
Your pain
consequences
is your
of your
pain, your
decision.
joy is your joy.
So people are just going to give you their opinion,
Okay.
but then at the end of the day, you should
have
be
to
the one to
analyze it
choose
and
the
know
one that
yet.
you would take.
Okay. So
Yes.
that you don't keep absorbing the whole wrong information and forming your
Yeah.
mindset with it.
And most times why women tend to seek empathy in the hands of their fellow women is that they feel like this person understands me. Men are naturally not emotional. So you might be telling them something and they'll be like, is this because of, it's not a big deal. But a woman will understand your pain. She will be like, okay, I've been here. It's just like you telling a man about your menstrual pains, which social media and technology has already made men know about these things, but they don't experience it. You get? So for you to get a good information, you need someone that has been in this field before, someone that has experienced this. So that's why most times women do confide in their fellow women, because they feel like this person understands me more, this person has been in my position, this person has empathy as much as I also have, so they will tend to understand me more. And most times women don't like to hear the truth. Sorry, I have to say this.
You are correct. Okay, I might not affirm directly because of some reasons,
Yeah,
but
but
that sounds
sometimes
like the truth.
sometimes women wouldn't like to hear the truth, so they would want to go to someone that would
Give
paint
them,
words
give
that
them the
will they will tell
vibes.
them what they want to hear. You get, because most times if you are telling these men about stuffs, they'll be like, no, they are being logical about it. In as much as being logical is okay, they are being logical about it. But you want somebody that will give you that empathy. You want someone that will tell you things out of emotions, but not analyzing it and telling you, babe, this is the right thing. So that's why most times women will be like, they want to confide in their fellow women. But what I'm going to say is that whatever thing you hear, just know that any decision you make, you have to bear the consequences. It's okay to tell people, it's okay to confide, but at the end of the day, analyze, sit down and think through every situation before you make a decision.
All right, thank you very much for that
Thank
answer, and thank you for being so truthful. Okay, so this is a practical world we're in. You rather be practical than deceive yourself and
you.
run into
Yeah.
something and go down. All right, so if you were given a keynote speech
Okay.
on Dare to Lead Triad, Mindset, Confidence, and Faithful Women
Okay.
in a packed auditorium of Nigerian women, what would be your core message and why?
Okay. I think my core message would be just the mindset, the confidence, and sorry, mindset, confidence, and faith.
And
You
faith,
mentioned
yes.
it, right? Yes. That would be my core message, because that's basically things you need to have impact as an upcoming or aspiring woman leader. Let's start with mindset. It all starts from mindset. I used to tell people, you're your biggest enemy, you're your biggest friend, you're your biggest downfall. If you already see yourself that you are not going to make this, even if a pastor prophesy on your head 50 times, you still wouldn't, because in your mind, you have already programmed your mind. The mind works in a particular way. Whatever you programmed it, that's how it works. You have already programmed your mind that, no, this cannot work for me. So no matter what, until you sit down and then have a deep one-on-one conversation with yourself that this thing, I'm going to get it, you're going to get it. So first of all, it starts with mindset. And another thing is confidence, the second one. Like I said earlier, confidence is the way the world sees you, and you have to make it what their view. You have to make it what their view. Because moments of trials would come, moments that will make you doubt yourself, moments that will make you even ask yourself, who sent me? Those moments would come. But the way you handle it is what matters. The world doesn't care about your emotion, finally.
Okay.
Nobody cares about how you feel. Nobody cares about those 2 a.m. thoughts. It's just you that have to handle it. And how do you handle it? And nobody wants a leader that cannot even stand and articulate themselves very well. And I do tell women, read books, because it's going to help you. It's going to sharpen your mind. You want to be a leader and randomly they throw one question, you cannot even articulate yourself and answer very well. Confidence comes with a whole lot of things. It comes with the way you answer questions. It comes with the way you carry yourself. It also comes with the way you dress. Yes, dressing is important. You cannot be dressing so shallow and then you want to be tagged a woman leader. Then another thing is faith. Faith is important. And when I'm talking about faith, I'm not talking about religious faith. Faith in God is also important, which I'll get to that later. But faith in oneself, faith in your capability, faith in what you can do, faith in what you can achieve. Because if you don't have that faith, you're not going anywhere. Like I always said, moments of trials will come, moments of doubts will come. But it is that faith that will remind you who you are. It will stir up the confidence in you. So you need that. Three of them works hand in hand. You cannot have one and leave the other. First of all, that mindset is important, the confidence and faith. Another thing is faith in God. Sorry, I'm being religious here, but it is very important. Okay. Because it is faith in God that will actually fuel your own faith. Most times where you are down, you don't even know how to handle it. If you have the gift of the Holy Spirit in you, it is that time that the Holy Spirit will step in and then remind you, were you not able to do this? Were you not able to do this? Why are you having so little faith in yourself? And when the Holy Spirit starts doing his work, that is when your own faith will also stir up. So faith in God and also faith in yourself would be my core message. Then confidence and mindset.
Okay. Wow. That was awesome. How can you handle a situation where you find your faith to uh, evaporate? So, because sometimes you have to run into minor challenges. That
Yes.
faith comes up, you shake everywhere. The next
Yeah.
time you see a bigger issue, what else comes in? I know hope plays a role. Is there any other substance I can beef up my faith? I'm asking for my personal survival.
I can build up your faith in terms of Is it faith in God or faith
If
in
I happen
yourself?
that I have my faith and it's evaporated within a circumstance, what can I beef up the faith with?
You just have to keep believing in yourself. You see, this believing in yourself is a constant thing. It's a constant work. You just have to keep on putting the effort, because moments that will test your faith would come. Moments that will keep you asking yourself questions would come. But one thing is that you just have to keep believing in yourself. There is something they say that's consistent, and then again, it's consistency. You need to have consistent faith. Someone once said, I think in one Facebook post that I read, that consistency is hard when you are the only person that is clapping for yourself, but you just have to keep on clapping
You
for
just have
yourself.
to keep
So
clapping.
you just have to keep believing in yourself, even when those moments come, even when those doubts come, even when those tiny voices come, because definitely they would come. But you just have to keep on believing in yourself. It's a constant thing. There is no break.
Okay. All right. I must confess that this has been a wonderful interview and I've learned a lot from it. All right. So,
Okay.
and thank you for gracing our studio and our
My
invitation.
pleasure.
All right.
Thank you for
Welcome.
having me.